Let's talk about Peter in the boat. More specifically, Peter getting out of the boat. We all know the story about how Jesus was walking on the water and he asked Peter to come out to him. Directly after feeding the 5,000, Jesus had the disciples get into their boat and head to the other side of the water. He sent the crowds away and went to pray alone. After he prayed, Jesus saw how slowly they were crossing the sea and decided, hey, I may as well just walk out over there to them. The disciples saw him coming and thought he was a ghost until he spoke to them. It was Peter who wanted to confirm who he was and asked Jesus to tell him to come out on the water. Peter got out, and we all celebrate what a wonderful miracle it was. But there is more to it than just that summary provides. First, let's look at a little background information. You see, Peter was raised a Jew. Every Jewish boy learned the law, or the Torah, the books of Moses, and the prophets, together what we would call the Old Testament. Because they all had studied this for so long, they knew what was in it, and more importantly, who was coming. That's why the disciples were willing to walk away from everything, their families, their jobs, all of it to follow Jesus. They truly believed he was the Messiah they had read about and been taught to expect. To see it happen in their day was a dream come true. They knew this was God's Son. This is why it's important to look at this from Peter's perspective. He trusted Jesus enough to ask for the order to go out. When we see him walking on the water as the big miracle, but in his eyes, it was that the Messiah had called out to him. The evidence of this is that when Peter stopped looking at Jesus and paid attention to what was going on around him, he sank. As he got closer, he started to lose focus. And when he was just in arm's reach of Jesus, one can imagine him taking just a moment to look around and say, man, this is cool. Just a moment, and he starts to sink. But Jesus called him. So remember, when you ask for miracles and divine intervention in your own life, for the strength to do what you absolutely cannot do on your own power, keep looking at Jesus. Let other people marvel at what's going on in your life. You just keep going toward Jesus, and he'll take care of you, so long as you are following the will, word, and spirit of God. Thank you, and God bless.